Hey, Trucker,
Yes, Mayor.
do you like Spirited Away?
Oh, most, most definitely. Mayor, do you like Spirited Away?
Absolutely.
Great. Talk about it.
All right. Spirited Away. That is one of the more interesting movies by Miyazaki for certain.
It's a very good morality story,
Definitely.
uh, self reliance, and the importance of not being a little whiny crybaby.
Yeah, I mean that really does kind of sum up the movie.
It sums it up fantastically, man. It's like she starts the movie being incredibly whiny, Chio.
Yeah, she's
And like the more important lesson of the movie is if you find yourself in a weird place, don't eat the food.
that lady, the old lady that ran that the spa or whatever.
Oh
Really
yeah,
was
Yubaba.
yeah. Yubaba really wasn't the bad guy.
No, I mean that's the interesting part about some of Miyazaki's movies is that there are bad people, but in some of them, the bad people really aren't that bad. Like, Yubaba was just trying to run a business, and people kept stepping in and messing up that business.
And then those idiots let in No Face, who is actually the villain. That guy was a dick.
Well, the problem with No Face is whenever he absorbs somebody, he literally, takes on all of their features.
That is true.
And it just so happens that the first entity he takes in is kind of a greedy little frog dude.
Yeah, I guess that makes more sense. But our main character here, she commits very temporarily a very grievous sin and spooks all the soot sprites who didn't do anything to anybody. They didn't deserve it. The
No,
the soot sprites are the best.
they're adorable little fellas that just try to do their job.
All they want to do is clean.
And then once somebody steps in and does their job for them, they become, you know,
They're not very
less
happy.
o- less okay with them doing it. And they're like, "Do it for us, do it for us."
Very well drawn, very beautiful pieces. Even in the most plain of scenes are just absolutely incredibly well done.
Oh, incredibly! It's like it almost hurts to think about because it's a dying medium. What with computer animation being as strong as it is now. And I mean, even Studio Ghibli to a degree uses computers, but all of their animation is still, hand drawn, but then keyframed with computers. So it's one of those things where it's like, man, the day we lose Miyazaki is the day that we lose traditional animation.
Yeah, but you also have to remember the day that we lose Miyazaki is going to be Miyazaki's best day on best day ever because he has no love for life. He is a very unhappy man. He walks around and every time they talk to him, life he talks to people, he says that life is rubbish And then I think one of his more famous quotes is, "Why the hell would anyone want to make movies? All it does is bring suffering." And then people keep trying to beg him to leave so that they can carry on his legacy, and he gets mad at him and won't let him take over.
I
It's
mean,
We're going
I
to be
kind of,
sad when
I
Miyazaki
kind of
dies.
get it.
Miyazaki's gonna be thrilled when he dies.
I mean, I kind of get it. You know,
The man
it
chain smokes.
at least makes sense. You know.
Yeah, he like I said, he's when he dies the world will be sad but he's gonna be thrilled to death. He chain smokes and curses the day he was born.
Yeah, but I mean, if anybody's earned it, it's him. You know,
Well, yeah,
if
definitely.
anybody's if anybody's earned the right to be a little salty about everything, it's him.
My favorite thing about him is genuinely he makes some of the most beautiful pieces of art, makes some of the most incredible. Oops, I accidentally got rid of our picture. Well, it's been up long enough. I'll put the disclaimer back up. Uh, but yeah, he makes the most
And
beautiful pieces of
they know
art,
what we're
and
talking about.
yeah, brings so much joy to people. And he's miserable. And then there's the other Miyazaki who created everything Dark Souls, who brings the world nothing but misery and pain. And he
It's
is
the
the
duality of Miyazaki.
yeah he brings nothing but misery to the planet, but then but he's just the happiest guy in the world. He walks around with his gorgeous wife and smiling all the time and making fun of people. The Miyazakis out
It,
there are a very silly group.
it's a little bit of a touchy subject, but I feel like it has to be talked about because Spirited Away is a very good example of it.
Sure.
Miyazaki is the king of well written female characters.
Oh yeah, all the time.
Like, the vast majority of his movies have a female protagonist. And they're well written, they're well done, they're actually deep characters. They're not, like South Park, strong woman for the sake of being a strong woman.
Yeah.
Chio starts the movie being a whiny little brat, and then through kind of an incredibly crappy situation for her, she learns many life lessons. One, self reliance. Two, self esteem. And then the knowledge that you can do the work if you just put your mind to it. Like, all of Miyazaki's movies have stuff like that. He's insanely good at it. And he doesn't get the credit he deserves for it.
Well, I don't think there's a better place to leave an episode. So at the end of these things, we like to recommend a band and or song. So I can't remember who started it off last time. So Trucker, why don't you hit us with something?
I found one just last night. I never knew that it would be something I've been missing in my life, but it's like Mexican folk metal.
That's awesome.
Um, the song is La Cruz de Santiago by the band. I think it's Majo de Oz. And it's like, it is
The Wizard of
crazily
Oz. That's
good.
amazing.
It's like crazily good Mexican folk metal.
That's
Like,
so
it's got
cool.
guitars, drums, bass, and a fiddle.
That's ridiculous. That's awesome. I'm just
I don't
going.
know what he's saying, but man, the music goes hard.
I don't have anything super cool like that, but my recommendation is still holds up. Like a Rock by Bob Seger is awesome.
What was that, Chevy back in the day? Or was it which truck brand had that as their stuff? I don't remember.
Sounds like Chevy.
You know what I'm talking about though.
Yeah.
It was like a late 90s, early 2000s thing. I'm severely dating myself, but oh well.
Well, on that note, we'll catch you in the next one.
Yay.
Yay.